Well. The topic of having fun. How much fun are you having in life, in this moment? If you were to put your fun factor on a gauge from 1 to 10, 10 being highest, what would you give it? A fun factor. Is it a 5? Is it a 2? Is it a 10? When was the last time you had fun? So if you are rating yourself a 6 and under for fun, and you can't even remember the last time you had fun, this is your wake-up call, not even a reminder to stop and start to make room for fun. And why is it important? We think here in the Western world, it's all about do, action, being on call 24/7. But regardless of where you live in the world, we're living in a time in which our brains are processing so much, and we're going to need to recharge, just like a battery does, just like anything else. We need that space and time to be free. It actually helps us be more productive. So instead of looking at fun as, oh, I don't have time to do that, why don't you start scheduling the fun so that you can have more freedom? The research talks about having fun in your brain. For example, if you're focusing on something for more than 90 minutes, your brain starts to get fatigued. But you know what we do? We get up, we get dressed. If we have children, we're trying to get them off to school. We're working all day. We're on our phones. We're on our emails. We are in meetings. We're talking. We're interacting. We're on Zoom. There's all this activity coming at us. We get home, we make dinner, we might have kids, we're getting them ready for school, and we go to sleep knowing that the next day we're going to do it all over again. Where is your fun? Fun is not something that you have to go on vacation to do. Fun can be incorporated into your day. So some of the things that I do, and I wish I could play it right now, but there's a copyright issue, is I'll put on something like the YMCA. I'll put on something, Walking on Sunshine. I will do something that's going to uplift my spirit. Get moving, get playing, let go, do something creative. Go have fun with a friend. Do something completely different than you're used to disrupt the pattern. Some people say to me, oh, I can't afford to have fun right now. I'm going to say to you, you can't afford not to. There's a lot of illness in this world that could be cleared up by reducing our stress. And yet we don't do it. And you know why we don't do it? Because it's intangible. If I do, then I can see my accomplishment, and my accomplishment will give me my self-worth. But your self-worth doesn't come from your accomplishment. Your self-worth comes from the fact that you are a soul on this earth, on planet Earth, that is a tough school at times. So how are you going to counteract it? By having fun, releasing those heavy pictures and letting them roll off your back. Wish you guys can all see me because I'm doing a roll with one shoulder and then a roll with the next. And so do that. Do a little right roll, left roll, back, 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 letting it roll off your back. Lighten up, people. If you are feeling heavy, I want you to ask yourself, am I carrying other people's pain and responsibilities other than my own? And that means you too, mothers. Sometimes we come into motherhood thinking that we have to be responsible for every single thing that our child goes through or doesn't go through that we think that they should be going through. Let me be this reminder. The souls that have been born through you, you are the vehicle for them to be born. They're learning lessons through you, but it's still their journey, their responsibility. I'm not talking about when you have small children, etc. I'm talking about when they start to grow and they start to find their own independence. So having fun, first and foremost, you got to lighten up. So what I'd like you to do is take out a pen and paper. And I'd like you to think about 3 things that you think are fun. Now, whether or not you will have fun doing them, but you think that you might. There might be something out there that you love doing. Like I love to zip line. I love things that are adrenaline driven. So it's fun. I get to be free for a moment. I love when I'm just playing. I love when I'm outside in nature. I love when I'm just listening to music. Having fun means what? Now, you're going to take those 3 things and you're going to do those 3 things this week. Now, if it's something like zip lining, you may or may not be close to a zip lining. So think of something else that could be more fun. But when you get a chance, maybe you are going to go on vacation or you're going to be by a place that offers zip lining. That would be a time to do it. But you can't do it just the one-off like we're talking about. You've got to incorporate fun in every day. Tim Ferriss talks about this in terms of how do you schedule all this stuff and be balanced? Well, you're not always going to be balanced. But here's the thing that I do know. I feel the most productive when I incorporate a variety of things in my day. Because that makes me feel successful, not when I'm working 24/7, not when I'm just there for everybody else 24/7. How are you going to be there for yourself? The freedom is in the fun. It'll start to open up spaces, creativity, imagination, visualization of what you're creating in your life. So have some fun, people. It's time to lighten up. And that means you. Take a nice big deep breath right now. Hold it for just a few seconds. And let that, you know what, go. It's time to let it roll off your back. And let me tell you, if you could just practice this week, letting things just roll and not holding on to them, whether it's grudges, whether it's resentment, whatever it is, let it go and have some fun. Fun is something that we all came into this life being able to do. So if you haven't done it in a while, it may feel a little rusty, but it doesn't mean that you can't do it. But you got to give yourself permission to have fun. The freedom is in the fun. And the fun will give you freedom. The choice is yours. Do you want to go through life heavy, stressed, and challenged? Or do you want to lighten up and feel free in the fun? A or B? Which one will you choose? Have fun deciding.